How to handle someone who is disrespecting you. Hello, everyone. My name is Jenna Ryan, and this is another audio. I'm going to talk about how to handle someone who is disrespecting you. Now, this is an audio, but guess what? I am waiting on my new equipment. So my new equipment is coming from Amazon, and I'm going to be doing a lot more videos coming in the coming months. 2020 is my year for Self-Love You. So how do you handle someone who is disrespecting you? You know, there's nothing worse than the feeling of someone you love, care about, respect, someone that you need in your life. Nothing is worse than having that person disrespect you. It's just so degrading, and it's so sad because you have to do something about it. You have to put a stop to the disrespect, and maybe it's come out of left field. Maybe all of a sudden, someone that you've always had a lot of, respect for, and that's always been really good to you, or that you thought was always really good to you, or someone that you really need in your life, like a parent or a sibling, and they begin to treat you in a disrespectful way, and you have to do something about it. It's not a pleasant feeling. It's very unpleasant. And sometimes you're like, my goodness, why can't they just act right? Why are they disrespecting me? Why am I having to put my foot down? I mean, I would just much rather have people be nice to me and I'm nice to them and we respect each other and we talk about things out in the open, and there's not a lot of this rigmarole. Unfortunately, that is not the way life goes. Unfortunately, there are times when people you love, you need, you appreciate, you cherish, that you think the world of, suddenly become disrespectful towards you. Or you may be growing in your heart, and you may be growing as a person, and you may realize that the behavior of this person is disrespectful and you never knew it. And guess what, friends? It's not fun, but guess what? You have to do something about it. If you continue in a situation where you are being disrespected, this will be damaging to your soul. You may not be able to put two and two together and recognize how you're being damaged, but even a little disrespect is too much, and you've got to guard yourself and protect yourself against it, because it will come out in other ways. It will cause depression. It could cause physical, ailments. It can cause heart disease. It can cause cancer. It can cause panic attacks. It can cause depression. If you are involved in a situation where you're being disrespected and you're not noticing it and you're not protecting yourself against it. Different varying levels of disrespect will cause varying levels of issues. But no matter what, our psyche, our spirits are not created to be disrespected. We're created to be equal. We're created to be respected. We're created to have dignity and to love ourselves. And part of loving yourself is protecting yourself, is keeping yourself from toxic interactions, is keeping yourself from toxic people, is keeping yourself from disrespect. You have to respect yourself enough to walk away from anything that's disrespecting you. It's vital to your growth, to your health, to your well-being, and to your self-respect. Whenever you protect yourself from disrespect, it gives you self-respect. So the first thing is to notice disrespect, and I just did an audio on 20 examples of disrespect, but now I'm going to talk about what to do when you know that you're being disrespected. No matter who it is, you must get a backbone, and you must let the person know that the behavior is disrespectful. You do not have to be rude about it. You don't have to be abrupt about it. You don't have to be, abrasive about it. You can stay neutral. You can stay calm. You can be assertive and let someone know that their behavior is disrespectful. You can use the word disrespect, or you can just say, that behavior is not okay. That's not okay with me. I'm sorry, that doesn't work with me. No, I don't think so. I don't like what you just said. That's not right. Come again. Please stop talking to me like that. I don't understand what's going on. Or you can distance yourself from the situation. You can step back from the relationship. Definitely, if someone is being suddenly disrespectful, it's either suddenly you're noticing it because you're growing as a person, or suddenly they're acting that way. Why are they acting disrespectful to you suddenly? Who knows? There could be myriad reasons. Those reasons are their reasons. It has nothing to do with you. If someone is being disrespectful to you, it is not your fault. And it is very important that you take a step back and remember it is not your fault, and you do not need to take their disrespect personally. You also do not need to worry about why they are being disrespectful. Because disrespect is disrespect. It's not your problem. Their disrespect is their disrespect. They're the ones responsible for their own disrespect. And you can guess all day why they are being disrespectful to you, but guess what? It does not matter why. I mean, they could be a narcissist and you didn't even realize it. They could be going through personal problems. They could be jealous or envious of you. There's a million reasons why someone is disrespectful. They may have a low self-esteem, but guess what? That's not your problem. Your only problem, the only thing that you can control, is who you allow yourself to be around, who you let into your life, who you let into your world, and who you protect yourself from, and the boundaries that you set, and the distance that you put between you and another person. So if someone is disrespectful to you, you have to get out of that situation. If they are not going to respect you and your boundaries, you've got to go. You've got to fly fast. And there's nothing like the feeling of stepping away from disrespect. It makes you respect yourself, and it gives you a rejuvenated feeling of self-worth and you have a stronger identity when you're able to walk away from disrespect. It takes skill to learn to walk away. It takes skill to learn to recognize disrespect. And then it takes skill to learn to walk away from it. Because there's a desire to return to people that we love and care about, and that we thought were people that we needed and wanted and we appreciated. But they're not always people that are good for us. And no matter how important they are to you, if they are going to consistently disrespect you and not own up to disrespect, if you bring it up, if you discuss it with them in a calm manner, then they have the problem and you've got to get away. Now, sometimes you get into this quagmire if you have any type of enmeshment or codependency, where they're disrespectful towards you and you blow up at them, or you have an extreme reaction, or you do something that ends up causing you to feel the blame, and you forget all about their disrespect. You forget all about the fact that they stood you up, that they totally embarrassed you, that they disregarded you. You forget all about that because your reaction was so extreme you begin to feel guilt and shame about your reaction, it's your way of covertly taking the blame so that you don't have to deal with their disrespect. And they can continue disrespecting you, and you can continue pretending like they didn't because you're so apologetic for how you reacted. And they're letting you fall right into that trap because it serves them. You're becoming exploited. So it's very important when someone disrespects you to distance yourself, to realize that it's not your fault and not to take it personally, to not dwell too much on why. There's a lot of, why? Why would they do this to me? Why would they disrespect me? Why would they treat me that way? It's not you. That's all that matters. That's their problem to deal with. If they're going to be disrespectful to you, that is their character issue. It's not something you can fix. It's not something you can change. All you can do is set boundaries and make sure that you're around people that respect those boundaries. Make sure that you're around people that respect your feelings. Make sure that the people that are in your life are nurturing. And it is not nurturing to be disrespected. So if someone is disrespecting you, you first have to recognize it. You have to set a boundary. Or sometimes if the disrespect is just too strong, that really is giving you an insight into their character. And character does not change. It stays stagnant. So if someone is disrespecting you now, for whatever reason, they may be having personal problems. They may be having, self-esteem issues. They may have whatever they've got going on. You've got to get out of that situation and protect yourself so that it doesn't happen again. If someone disrespects you once and you let them know, hey, I didn't like what happened. Can you please not do that? You can let them know. But if it is repeatedly happening and you see a pattern of many aspects of disrespect, that is degrading to you. And if you continue in that relationship, you just know you're unequal, they're devaluing you, you're being disrespected, and it's not healthy for you to go forward. You're not going to grow. You're going to be detracted from, not built up, because they don't have your best interest. Perhaps they don't have the skills or the self-love to respect you and allow you to exist. Maybe they have a desire to squash you. Well, whatever that is, whatever their problem is, you got to get out of that. You have to protect yourself. You have to readjust your focus. You might, if it's someone disrespectful in your peer group or your social group, you can have them as an acquaintance. You don't have to, throw a big fit and let the world know or put passive-aggressive Facebook posts up. You can just, you could just do it smoothly and easily, and they can become an acquaintance. They just can't get close to you anymore because if you let someone who's disrespecting you get close to you, it's abandoning yourself. It's like disrespecting yourself. So you just process the fact that it's not you, it's them. And you respect yourself, and you set boundaries and distance yourself and put them in their place among your hierarchy of friendships or relationships. Now, if this is someone who is a family member and you go to their home on holidays, personally, I wouldn't go to someone's home who is disrespectful to me. It would be a no-go because I listen to my heart. And my heart says, no. And when my heart says, no, I say, okay. And I respect that intuition. I respect my truth. And I don't go. And yes, it's painful to maybe spend a holiday alone or go with other people for the holiday or go with friends for the holiday. And it may feel different and it may feel scary to not do what you're used to doing. But nothing feels as good as respecting yourself. That when you respect yourself, you can hold your head up high and know that you did the best thing for yourself. That you grew tired of being disrespected, of constantly, someone constantly crossing your boundaries. And you said, no, thank you. And you took the consequences of people not liking your decision. It's called self-respect. And when you respect yourself and you do things that are congruent with loving yourself and respecting yourself, you gain self-respect and you gain self-love. So if someone were disrespectful to me, I would not go around them. And I would seek out relationships and people that are respectful, that do allow me to speak, that do hear me when I speak, that do respect my wishes, that respect that I have the right to live my life the way I want, and that don't try to control me, that don't try to manipulate me. I have the right to be respected. And that's what I know. And it's a very valuable thing that I know. I didn't always know this. I had to learn
The fantastic thing.
I had to learn this the hard way. And I hope that you learn it too. And that is all for this video today. Thank you for listening to Self Love You. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, share, and definitely leave a comment to get the conversation going. Until next time, this is Jenna Ryan. I'll talk to you soon.